Today I have an order from a newer company. I don't know exactly when they open. I think they've only been open a couple months. Not really sure. The company is Beads and Scents, and it is like the names and stuff are all New Orleans themed, which is probably why I really wanted to order. I'm kind of a sucker for like themes and stuff like that. So they are a ready-to-ship company, which I'm not a fan of ready-to-ship companies because I like to be able to order like what I want when I want because I'm sort of picky, so I don't like feeling like I have to choose between like stuff that's left over. I don't know, and it's harder to make like shipping and stuff worth it when you have like there's only limited stuff available. But so that's why this is a pretty small order because I picked the scents that were up that I liked and it just didn't happen to be a lot. So the order was I think like $14, and then they do exact shipping. So once they box it all up, you get a separate invoice for the shipping, and the shipping was $7.98. So I mean, the shipping was like 50% of what the actual product cost was. So that kind of sucks, but it is what it is. If I want stuff, I'll pay shipping. If I didn't want it, I could have canceled it, I'm sure. But so I'll get started. The first thing I'm going to go over is the samples, and they sent 3 of them, which I thought was pretty generous considering, like I said, it was a pretty small order. And all the samples are in those little shapes. I think they're called fleur-de-lis. I don't really know what they are, but that's what they're in. Their wax is pretty soft, so even though it hasn't really been that hot here, like the bags got kind of like grubby and stuff, but you know, whatever, not a big deal. It happens, it's wax. So this first one is Midnight Street Sweep, and the scent description on this one is it is peppermint, lavender, and birthday cake. And I think I might need to let these kind of sit apart because some of them kind of smell like one of the other scents, like a couple of them that aren't really that bakery have a bakery hint to them, so I think it's just because they've been in a box with the other one. So, I sort of get a hint of lavender. I don't really smell any peppermint in this, which I'm okay with right now because I do not like mint scents. It might change when it melts and cures, but give it a shot. This one is Blueberry Margarita. Green on the front, blue on the back. This one isn't on the scent description list, but it's Blueberry Margarita. So, I smell a light blueberry, and this is one of the ones where I kind of get a light bakery hint, which I don't think it should have because it's Blueberry Margarita. So. And then the last free sample I got, which is my favorite of the samples, is St. Louis Cemetery. And this one, it's red and then orange, is vanilla pumpkin pie and caramel apple. So it is a fall scent. And I definitely smell the caramel apple, and then I get, you know, a bakery hint. So that one's my favorite of the samples. Okay, then I ordered, these are the little 4-ounce like square, it's a 4-ounce bag of squares, and this one is Carnival Season, which is cotton candy and lemon. Oh, and they do put the pour date on it, so that's nice because normally I do it, but this way it saves me time. So I just appreciate when vendors do that. And this one, I skip mostly the lemon, but it's like a sweeter lemon, which I'm guessing is from the cotton candy. Alright, and then the rest of the stuff are these chunk muffins, which look like this, in chunks, and then they're the little muffins. And this first one is Crescent City Quencher, which is watermelon and lemonade. I gotta take it out of the bag because I'm lazy. I smell the watermelon, but I almost sort of get a hint of bubblegum too. Okay, this one is Riverwalk Pralines, which I'm guessing is just like caramelized pralines, but let me see what the description says. I'm just on my phone. Brown sugar pecans and caramel. So. Yeah, it just smells like a deep caramel, rich caramel scent. Okay, this one is cream cheese king cake, and I think this one, it's like cinnamon buns. Sorry, my phone's being stupid. It is cheesecake and cinnamon buns. And I smell mostly the cinnamon buns, but it's not like a really spicy, like cinnamon buns, which I normally don't like, because then it gives me a headache, but that one's good. It's like more of a bakery cinnamon. And then the last one is zucchini Noel, which is zucchini bread and vanilla bean Noel, which is one of my favorite scents. So. Yeah, and just, I'm assuming it's the creamy zucchini. I mean, it doesn't say on there, I don't think. Maybe it does. Hang on. Oh, for God's sakes. Yeah, it doesn't say, so, but it smells creamy to me. I don't smell any Fritos, so I don't think it's the spicy kind. So yeah, that was my order. Like I said, it was just a little one for me to try them out, because I couldn't find a ton of reviews on them, so I figured try them out for myself, see what happens. There are a couple more scents on their scent, like, they don't have a huge scent list, but I looked through it, and there are some other things I do want to try, so I'll be on the lookout for those for whenever they get stocked, if they get stocked. If you are interested in trying this company out, they are doing, like, they're going to do a Halloween sampler, and it's going to be, I think there's 11 cents, and they're all going to, I think, be in these chunk muffins, and they're supposed to be 2 to 2.5 ounces each. So you get 11 of those for, I think it was $35 shipped. So, and they're doing pre-orders for those right now. I did it. You just, if you go in their group, there's directions, but you just message them on their Facebook page and say how many you want, your PayPal, stuff like that. And they said that they'll invoice within 5 to 7 business days. And then once they start filling them, I can't remember which day, maybe it's like the very end of September or like the beginning of October is when they'll start shipping them. They'll ship in the order that the invoices were paid. So I thought it was a good way to try some stuff. Plus, it's going to be fall, so I need more fall scents.